This is Call of Duty 3. We're here on Xbox Series S, taking a look at this classic entry in the Call of Duty franchise. I guess you might say the third main entry in the Call of Duty franchise. So this was from Treyarch, and that's why it's the perfect time to like the stream. Subscribing's great as well. And I hope you enjoy this exciting action as we jump into what, for me, is a classic and very well-loved experience. So what are we getting here? It's 620p, 60 FPS with auto HDR support. And yeah, it is simply a wonderful time. It is iconic. It is exciting. I really do love this one. For me, this really got me into the Call of Duty franchise so many years ago. It is exhilarating, it's action-packed, and it's a lot of fun. I'm never able to get a multiplayer match going in the modern era, which really makes me sad, but, you know, hopefully at some point I'll be able to experience that again, because it is so much fun. So yeah, there was a time when I was quite young, and I think I got my first Canadian $50 bill, which is red. It's a red bill. And my mother was looking at I think it was like Best Buy, at and they were having a sale, and it was like $50, so she's like, go grab this or something, it's a big deal, Call of Duty. I was like, okay. And, yeah, now I play Call of Duty basically yearly. So anyways, that's just a fun little bit of background story. So what this is a hero sort of tale. You get to see multiple perspectives from different elements of World War II action. It is definitely more of a classic World War II game, in the sense that it is gritty, it is action-packed, it is intense. It's just as, I guess you want to say almost as cinematic as the newer ones, but it is a little bit, you know, a little different. It is more of a classic COD. It's like the pre-Modern Warfare era, so, you know, it does visually look different stylistically, and it does play differently than Call of Duty games play later on. So that's kind of interesting. At least if you're familiar with the newer CODs, you might find this one to be a little bit surprising from that perspective, because, well, it's a classic. It really is worth playing, though. The campaign in here is really good. I love the different perspectives, the different fronts you go on. It may seem a little smaller in scope in comparison to some of the stuff today, but I still think it is a very worthwhile time. Oh no, what's going on? That's not good. Oh, there goes that tank. So yeah, you kind of move through the battlefield, collecting different weapons, taking on the various enemies that are present here.
Get to that cafe!
It's definitely very intense. It's visceral. You know, it is filled with so many surprises. You definitely get to visit some crazy sites, do some awesome things. The menu music is incredible. I could sit there for hours just listening to the do 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 do. It's great. It really is great music, and it's all smooth running, which is nice. You know, it's great to see that here, having a actually still pretty decent looking, you know, Call of Duty entry, that's for sure. Yeah, the multiplayer was a lot of fun though. War mode was great.
Frank, put the gun down.
Oh.
Let's just all calm down here.
But yeah, in war mode, you're basically like doing a tug-of-war battle. They've done it in some other CODs since, but it was really good in this one. Great map selection, vehicles, infantry battles, all kinds of different stuff, different scenarios for battling. It had pretty large player lobby sizes too, I want to say. It was genuinely impressive. It really was for the time. I was like blown away. I spent hours and hours and hours doing the multiplayer as like a medic. I would revive people in front of tanks. Tanks would blow them up. I'd revive them again. You know, you just stab them with the adrenaline. Always entertaining. I don't even think I've gotten to, really shoot anybody yet. Okay, here we go. This is when the action begins. I usually like to start the game where you're kind of, running into the church section because I think it's so intense, but this is a bit afterwards, and I was like, you know what, this is a fine starting point. I think this kind of, you know, showcases things fine, gives you a little bit of the nitty-gritty. And it is also, you know, linear in gameplay style. You do get some freedom from moving around the environment, but, you know, it's very much a linear game. That's the design of this one. You don't get, a ton of, you know, I guess, play space and that, so you gotta really move through these tight, gritty, intense corridors of death and action. It's crazy. It really, really is. There's also some more spy-esque parts too as well. There's some really, really genuinely cool missions later on in the course of the story, you know, as you get to some different perspectives, and I love that aspect of it. Maybe someday I'll go back and I'll get all the missing achievements on this. I don't know. Someday, perhaps. Like, well, the multiplayer I doubt I'll ever get. Just have to boost that stuff, I guess, but, you know, it's still, for me, it's a fun time. You really can have just a blast jumping in here, facing off. Like, I used to do ranked matches, and, you know, that was always just crazy, like, waiting for the thing to kind of queue up, and then get in there, and then battle away, and... so many good memories. Truly just, like, really, really good memories from the time. I played just an insane amount of this. Like, it really was just great, from the story to, like, the multiplayer. And there's also really cool, like, historical info bits too, right? Like, they have these cool overlays where it's like you're hearing about, you know, France being advanced upon, and then it's got like the Nazi forces like going in and stepping underneath like that iconic landmark. That was crazy to me. What do you want me to do, guys?
Keep holding!
Keep holding with what? There's a tank coming our way. But no, it still looks fine, plays pretty well. I do, again, wish that this one could get a bit of a resolution improvement. That would be fantastic, a big bump up. But I am very happy still with how it looks. Like, it's got some jagged lines around it. It's not perfectly smooth or clean, but it's still, you know, it's Call of Duty. It's that beautiful Call of Duty action. Take him out, guys. And the music in this is outstanding. Like a knife there? Like, again, like, I want to mention that, like, the audio for this game is just absolutely stellar. Like, it really, really does sound great. Really enchanting, epic music, no matter what you're doing. And there's like actual like trench warfare and stuff in this too. It's neat to see this one and then play like future Call of Duty games as well, because there is such a stark difference between, you know, what they did with this and then how things kind of changed over time. Saying low the telegraph post telephone. What does it mean? Hey, look, our tanks came in for support. They do a really good job of painting a little picture of a battlefield, though, right? Like, this looks like just a trashed city. And you can actually, like, you kind of look out a little bit, too, and it feels, like, decently enough, construction-wise.
That's it!
Yeah, boy!
Those Jerry cowards are bugging out. Guzzo, radio division. We've taken Saint-Lô.
Good job, everybody. And it's really just authentic to the time, too. I appreciate that. Just like a very authentic Call of Duty experience. The loading screens. And it loads faster, too, which is nice. Call of Duty 3.
As decisive as Normandy, the liberation of Saint-Lô opens up the road to Paris.
These are the cinematic things I'm talking about. They do a really cool job of it. Like, it's kind of got like this high resolution, like realistic looking like map stuff and overlays, and they throw in like, you know, in-game footage and that, and it's like, at the time it was really, really impressive. It genuinely was.
As the Falaise Gap. The
Big
Gap
battles on
sees
the
some
front.
of the most ferocious fighting of the last Great War.
Guy sticks a gun in my face. You don't think that's enough to buy me a transfer out of this unit?
Have you thought about writing your congressman?
That's very friggin' funny.
Gear up. We're going to Saint-Germain. The 90th is short-handed, so we're getting folded into their unit. Looks like your transfer request came through.
That's funny. The island.
Tell me you wouldn't rather be with those guys. They got the easy part of this.
Copy that. They just gotta sit and wait for us.
Quiet that up. Okay, on the signal, we're taking this hill. We gotta flank Jerry, because if we don't, the rest of the division can't move through. So, that's it! Move, move, move!
This is so incredible. Oh yeah, and all the dead animals and stuff. Keeping in mind that we can't actually sprint. We're, you know, there's no sprinting at this time. Unless there is sprinting, and I just never knew about it, which would be hilarious, but... Yeah, no, this is authentic stuff, I tell you. I remember being so blown away when I was little playing this. I was like, this is so real! And this really did make me fall in love with the franchise, that's for sure. And I've gone back and I've played some earlier ones too, and they're pretty good, but Call of Duty 3 just rings true for me, I gotta say. Like, look at this crazy action. And you know, this was the last time Treyarch kind of had to have their, well, got to have their old classic signature on the series before it became more in line with, well, you know, what Infinity Ward was doing. How's the back grenade through? Follow the tank. I've got the bar. Look at that intense rain, guys. It's so realistic. I don't even know how you deal with this level of realism. It's just haunting. It does look pretty good though, all things considered, you know? Wow. Thanks, tank. I think I'm not like a veteran or anything. Definitely don't have a lot of hustle, that's for sure. Ow. Good thing he can't shoot right in front of him. Ow. There we go, one house down. One house to go. And again, I'd love to show off the multiplayer, I really, really would, but it would just be walking through an empty map, because I could never seem to get actual lobbies to go. Really, just, like, disheartens me ever so. Pressure in there, guys, there can't be that many Germans left. Alright, there's still more of them left? Time to regroup with the squad. Wow, look at that beautiful countryside. Stretches on for miles.
Okay, here's the situation. There's an anti-tank gun up the road keeping our tanks from moving up, so we gotta take it out. We'll split up and flank. Half the squad will go left, then through that house and up the riverbed. Other half will move over that wall and continue up the ridge. Got it? Nichols, you're on point.
Oh, I got a split choice.
Infantry! Out of here! Move!
Good luck over there, guys. I've only got 2 bullets. I should have picked up a gun along the way. Thought I could rock this bar the whole time. Jeez. Oh no! Oh yeah, and then they get the classic messages. Think of war as a game of Russian roulette. It is a game of chance with your life as the grand prize. That's pretty dark. I think I always usually go for the left side, so this is going to be very different for me. I'm going to power through this way. Now it looks like everybody's dead. I think there's actually like an achievement for just like... I'm gonna check this. I think there's literally an achievement for just using grenades and stuff. But see, I was like missing 5 gamer score. 40,000 points, 20,000. Should have played harder in that multiplayer. Complete a mission by firing only bolt action rifles. Melee attacks don't count. Assault rifles. Complete the single player campaign on veteran. That's never happened. I don't think this counts as a bolt action, does it? Got the car. Ow. I gotta say, like, the weapons and stuff look really good in this too, right? Oh yeah, this is a bolt action. Ah, I love this game. It's still so good. Why is it so good? Take out the anti-tank. That's what we're working towards. No survivors. Is this where you have to plant the, no, okay. It's a different level where you're, planting the things and you gotta blow up the stuff. I think you can actually, like, pick up grenades and throw them back too, which is kinda neat. We're going back the other way? Didn't see that coming. It's good to use the level design too, eh?
Germans in the open! To the northwest! Move, move, move!
We got plenty of Jerry.
Or did we not go this way before? Maybe I'm going crazy. No, this is a new stretch of road, isn't it? It's hard to tell with these murky environments. Ow. Hey, I forgot we got smoke too. Remember guys, throw smoke where you're headed, not where you are at. Again, I'm feeling a lot of hostility from this guy. Maybe he's confident because he knows I can't shoot straight apparently. Wow, I even hit the guy behind him, but not him. That is crazy lucky. For him. I think I just shot my teammate in the back of the skull there. He had it coming though. He had it coming.
What now? Sorry,
Hang on. Let me think.
we gotta get out of here!
Call of Duty 3 is awesome.
Getting a little tired of dragging your sorry ass around, Nichols. Come on, let's go! Fall back!